This recording is helpful if you have pain to the sides of the ribs, maybe even pain when you breathe and you feel the discomfort in between the rib cage. So we're targeting mainly the serratus anterior muscles, but also the muscles that lie in between the rib cage. So I'm going to turn a little sideways actually. So if you raise your arm, you can kind of grasp at the back, this back armpit, the lats, and we're just going to come kind of underneath the lats, and it's good if you could support this arm. So just really gently, you're not kind of prodding and poking, you're just gently kind of resting the fingertips and the palm on the side of the rib cage, but just seeing if you can kind of get a little under the flap of the lats. Just kind of take your time at the time and warmth and your breath. So that nice deep inhale and exhale will soften through the tissues. And kind of when you're there, so I've got the contact of these 3 fingers underneath that lat. And I'm just going to gently resting them down. So there is a downward pressure onto the rib cage. And I'm going to use one finger, so I'm going to start with this finger, where I'm just going to press it a little bit with more intention towards the ribs. And as I press gently down, if I feel pain, then I'm going to wait and hold for 10 to 12 seconds. And I'm going to use that lovely deep breathing, so the exhale, just willing that tissue to soften. And then I will release, and then I'll move to the middle finger, gently compressing it down, working within your pain tolerance, and waiting and holding. And then moving to releasing, and then moving to this 3rd finger, gently pressing down. If there's a painful spot, waiting and holding. And then you release, and it might be that you can take the fingertips a little deeper underneath that lat, and then we do that again. You press the fingertips down towards the bone, and then one by one, the first finger presses down, 10 to 12 seconds, and then you move, and you can kind of move around a little bit within that space. It might be that you want to come out of that and just come to the sides, working maybe in between the rib cage. So it matters not whether you're in between the ribs or on top of the ribs. It will all benefit around that whole area, and hopefully you'll feel release. When you are on a painful spot, noticing what happens when you're waiting and holding. Does the pain increase? Does it stay the same? Or does it dissolve and dissipate? We're aiming for the dissolve and dissipate. And as always, if you have any questions or you're unsure on this technique, then do contact me and I can help you, maybe even offer you some massage therapy, and we can target the sides of the rib cage.